first time at the
No,
lockdown
I've been
protest?
here for the last 3 weeks.
The last few weeks. All right. And are you happy to see the protests for the gun ban as well with everything else?
Yes, I think that's an important thing. I'm not even a gun person, but that absolutely takes away the rights of legal gun owners with the slip of a pen. We are a democratic country, and our laws are supposed to be passed with debate and vote, not with a simple pen.
And do you think that the mainstream media purposely promotes fear?
Absolutely. All you have to do is look. All they talk about is if you go outside, you're going to kill somebody. If you do this, you're going to kill somebody. The fear, fear, fear. That's all it is. That's all they play is fear. They want us to be scared.
Definitely. Yeah. What do you think about the mainstream media's blatant far left-leaning political bias?
Well, $600 million will buy you a lot of that. And if we look at Trudeau's news conferences, how many questions does CBC get to ask? How many questions do you get to ask? Yeah.
All right. And do you think that the media should be more neutral?
Absolutely. I think we need to know the truth. Recently, I've been doing a lot of research. And if you go back 20 years ago, these mainstream media sources were telling us the truth. They were telling us these things about New World Order. All of a sudden, Obama got elected. It was as soon as that tried to divide, and the news went to the left, completely to the left.
I didn't actually notice that. I didn't think of it.
If you look, there's actual articles, New York Times, Washington Post, and you're like, these guys told the truth at one point.
Are you happy about Doug Ford's work as premier?
I was. I'll tell you, I was a liberal up until Doug Ford. My parents went to school with the Fords, so that kind of turned me into a conservative. I literally knocked on 10,000 doors for this man, put in 500 hours of telephone work, a team of 25 to get him elected, and he called me a Yahoo.
Well, I guess that's what you get for supporting him, I guess.
Absolutely.
I have a couple more questions.
Who's the dangerous one of all the number one dangerous guy?
Well, I think collectively,
These two?
put them all together.
I should have really put Bill Gates in here because it's the three of them, right? This non-doctor, Bill Gates non-doctor.
Yeah, give me 1 second. And what do you think about Ford's disrespectful comments about the protesters?
Well, number one, he never made those comments about any of the other groups protesting against him. Not the ones that drove crap to his office, not the ones who sat outside his house on Christmas Day while his mother was dying. They were never yahoos. But the ones sticking up for this are the yahoos. What happened to open for business, Doug? We're not so open for business anymore.
I think, my opinion, I agree with 95% of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just think that Doug Ford, you know, I think a lot of us
Mind
didn't.
if I get you on camera as well?
Yeah, sure. I think a lot of us didn't appreciate being called Yahoo, but it was. I don't take it as a direct attack. I take it as, at the time, we're still trying to figure out what this virus is all about. But the reality is, we know now it's not as. If you take a look at the numbers, it's not as dangerous as they say. If you take a look at the amount of people, so I think that he was trying to create some order, but I think he got caught up. And now, if you take a look, he's actually trying to open up businesses. But I do agree
with him, it's just the little things. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's going to his cottage. It's going to see having his family over on Mother's Day when telling us not to. Right?
Yeah.
It's all I want.
You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that from all politicians.
If he came out and said, you know what, I'm sorry, we screwed up.
Yeah.
We thought these were going to be the numbers.
I have a feeling.
That's all I want.
I have a feeling that he's going to do that.
I hope so.
I think he's going to do that.
I think,
but look, at the end of the day, it's this. At the end of the day, it's this. we're dealing right now with businesses that are about to go bankrupt all across the board.
Right.
Like it or not. So what's the real problem? Is it the virus, or is it going to be the famine that people won't have food to put on the table? That's the end of the day, and that's what we got to make. You know, we have kids that aren't going to school, and I get what's going on. We have some sort of virus. I get it.
Right.
We don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Right? People die.
But at the end of the day, you know, to what extent do we go? Do we go to as far as shutting down businesses? Do we go as far as not putting food on the table? Because there are other things that are happening right now.
Right, and that's the problem.
That are worse than the virus.
Right.
So it's actually almost like all the repercussion is now actually worse now, and it's going to be all a huge domino effect.
They said they didn't want to overwhelm the hospital system, yet they've canceled over 150,000 operations.
I know a lot of doctors.
What's going to happen?
I know a lot of doctors, and I've talked to them, and they're like, Dan, I don't know what's going on, but they're empty. What's going on here? I mean, is there something you know? I don't know. We're the doctor.
Right.
So
what's going to happen?
There's a lot of but this is actually diabolical. If you take a look at it.
Yeah.
Forget about Canada for a second.
It's the 1%.
We have a virus that came from China. It didn't come from Europe. It didn't come from Canada. It came from China. People were allowed to fly back and forth from Canada, and to think that we would have a PM that would shut those flights, and he didn't shut those flights. That's what we should be also talking about, right?
If you look, there's still flights coming into Canada from China today.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I can't say yes, I've seen it, but I'll tell you this: that just that is a big problem. And then they wonder why people are infected, whatever it is. We don't know what it is. We're not doctors, right? And even the doctors don't know. Sorry?
Did anyone kill the virus so far?
No, nobody.
Can you kill?
No,
you want to live with it.
exactly.
No, it's good. I like this conversation.
No, but listen. At the end of the day, is this? You make a lot of sense. You make a lot of sense. Ebola? Did we get the cure for Ebola? Did we get the cure for swine flu, whatever it was?
How about
Did
just
we get the flu for H1N1? No, we didn't get it.
Nothing.
What's a complete disgrace, guys? I'll tell you right now. No discussion about it. But people don't have the courage to come out because they're worried about what people say.
Right.
The end of the day is this: is the media is lying, playing with us, and they're untruthful. And they're, by the way, you know what the new media is? You want to know the new media? The new media are individuals like us that come out and speak and educate 50 to 100, 200 people, because that's what you can't believe. Even CNN, CNN is like one of the best comedy shows I've ever seen in my life. And I grew up with that. I'm like,
me too.
And at some point you look, you're like, hold on, are these guys serious?
Let's remember one thing. Nazi Germany.
Do you think it all is our fault as a society why we're going through this right now?
Absolutely, because we allowed it. We allowed our government to hand us a $2,000 check. Even my conservative friends have turned liberal with a $2,000 check. We can't allow this. We need to stand up to our government. It is our liberty to go out and risk our lives every single day. We have every other single flu season. What's different about this time?
Definitely don't know, but hopefully they'll tell us soon.
I was pregnant in 2003 with my son during SARS. My doctor never ever told me to change anything. Never mentioned it. Never. But all of a sudden, now I'm healthy. I got to stay home.
Well, there was no media hype.
Right. That's what I said. Pre-Obama.
Where are you from?
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear.
No problem.
Good luck.